It was a gun.
I'm not voting.
If we want to build our nation.
The problem with the Somalians.
Just want to experience something else than a black man.
Move on, move
Can't be
forward.
like a horse with blinkers on.
Honestly say, I was about to have
Corrupt
sex and then I pulled
crap,
up.
but it's nice.
My name is Lwazi Mpanza. I'm a feminist, activist, and also a researcher.
My name is Prudence Dumedi. My preferred name is Pro. I'm staying in Potchefstroom in Northwest Province. I'm a community member, but my profession, I work as a police officer. But today I'm not representing SAPS, I'm representing a community.
The name is Nkosikona Pongose, and I am from Kazakhstan in Durban, right in Kwamashu. I am also a community activist, especially on human rights and community development.
I'm Mr. Deluge from Alex Metro Butchery, number 2 in one bag. I have 2 butchers here in one bag. I've been in Alexander for 35 years, the 2 butchers, and now I'm losing everything. I'd like to know what's going on, what's going to be happening with these things.
My name is Takalane Nemangowe. I'm the station manager of Alex FM, a community radio station that also suffered due to the recent unrest in the country.
On the night or on Sunday, just after the president speech. Now, I live 15 minutes away from Bridge City. I think when we started talking, I was walking from there because we are doing the cleanup. So I had to move away from there so that I come back home and be in the quiet place so that I can be clear. When the president announced, when he did his announcement, and he did not say what people were hoping he would say, because the president knew very well what the community wanted to hear. He knew, and no one didn't know about that. But he ignored everything. He did not even give people hope. Because, I mean, on Monday, it was supposed to be Zuma's court appearance. Only if he did at least speak about that to say, let's wait for Monday and hope that things will have a positive outcome. We wouldn't have gotten what we actually experienced on Sunday night. For me, Sunday at 10 o'clock, the mall was burning. Straight after the president's speech, we had noise. I was in my room. I had, like, you know, when you watch the movie 300, the Spartans, when they make whoo, the type of noise. That was a noise of people calling each other from Inanda, from Tuzuma, from Newlands, from Phoenix, from all the Ink. We are called Ink area when those 5 different townships actually, when they are combined under a central municipality that we have. People actually ran.
What we saw was just an act of criminality, nothing else. I mean, you cannot say because you're hungry, you go to Spur or KFC, you break in and then start eating because you're hungry. So a lot of people that were engaged in this kind of activities that we saw happening in Gauteng and KZN, calling themselves protesters for Pro, whoever the president was, who's in jail now. Those were just criminals masquerading as protesters.
I can see the people who is vandalizing the shop and going to the shop is not because he's angry, it's not to food, because he demolish most of the food. Most of the food I have inside the shop, the meat, the chickens, the rice, everything was vandalized on the floor, and the meat, some who took, or some was, let's say, if I have 4 million rands of stock there, 2 million was the meat in the floor all over the place. And the most thing I see, he comes inside just to vandalize, take the computers, took the machines, break the windows from the fridges, break the copper pipes from the fridge. What I mean is not for food, it's for criminality.
The mission is destroy and send a good message to the president. This was a project, guys. You should understand this. This was a project for 3 days. It was a project to actually put government on its knees in 3 days. But the project failed.
It was very unfortunate for us to, experience what we experienced. I mean, like Louis is saying, it was more than just food. I mean, how do you loot a radio station? What do you do with the equipment of the radio station? How to take, the property of a community radio station that belongs to you? So surely people who were doing all these kinds of looting, their intentions was not to take food or to register a certain message, was just to shut down the local economy of Alexandra. Their intention was just to bring Alexandra to a poverty-stricken situation, which we are currently faced with as a community. So now, as I'm talking to you, Louis will confirm, we're in the same building with Louis. The vicinity, the business area is shut down. Nothing is happening. We are losing on, township economy. The rent is no longer circulating because, there's no production. A lot of people lost their jobs. How do you go and loot and vandalize a shop where some of your brothers and sisters are working there to make ends meet and also to support their families? So it's just a very devastating situation that we find ourselves in. But I want to register that should the police have responded in time, we will have avoided a lot of things. So the police visibility was weak. I don't know if they did not want to work or they themselves were in a go-slow or they were pro-looting. Because if there was proper enforcement of, the police, a lot of shops would not have been vandalized. I also blame our intelligence. I mean, they've seen this thing was happening in KZN, and they knew very well that on things like this, when they happen in KZN, places like Alexandra, CBD, they are likely to follow suit. But they did not act on it. The president comes and tells us that he's deploying 2,500 soldiers. It took us 2 days to even see 2-3 soldiers. There were no soldiers in Annex when all these things were happening. We don't know where these soldiers were. I did not know that when a president deploys soldiers, there must be a process. What is it that these soldiers are doing? Because when the command is issued, they must just pack their bags and hit the ground running. Imagine if Boko Haram or whoever is attacking the country, we are still told that the soldiers are coming. We are still going through a process. But people are already dying.
Most is vandalism. I see he breaks the roller shutters, he breaks the computers, he breaks the window fridges, not only for the food. It looked like it was for the stuff. All the shops, and some shops they still put in fire. Then it demolish everything. I mean, it's not only for food. And the police arrest 20 guys here by my shop, and all of them were stealing another things, pipes, computers. It doesn't steal food. That's all I think is not only for the food. Everybody says for the food, but I don't think the most important of these things is not for the food. I think it's for criminality and vandalize the things for nothing. And it's not bad for the people from Alexandra. He used to buy by us, by me, yeah, by the shop. Now is no shop, yeah. You can go and buy in Santon or other areas. I don't know what's this problem for what.
People that were mobilized were not a kind of people that were supposed to be mobilized. People know very well that in our community, like I live next to Pambai. Pambai is like when you go there, you'll swear people don't live there. And when you mobilize people that live in the community to say, we know you are hungry, and for you not to be hungry because they were given wrong information that government is not giving you guys attention because you live in such areas like this. So you need to stand up on your own and go get things for yourself. That was a message that was in those communities. That's how people saw that, how to call it, comforting them to say, hey, if I go there and take that bread, I won't be hungry. But then again, there was element of criminalities. More people are not interested in taking food, but they're interested in breaking in the ATMs, in breaking in the office and taking laptop, computers. They didn't. Food was banned when we went to ShopRite, and people that we like 8 people that died that we had to report to the police when we started cleaning on Tuesday to say there were people that died in ShopRite. They didn't die at the aisle of food. No, they had the office. So that will tell you that people, they saw the opportunity of doing their criminality or criminal activities, while other people were driven by hunger. But though that people were driven by hunger, people that ban things are those people that had a different agenda. They were not there to loot food. They were there to take machines from the bank, and it was professional people, and they were carrying bombs. They were not just carrying a candle and a lighter and match. No, they were carrying equipment to actually take the safety out of the shops and also take the safety out of the banks. So that will tell you that people actually had planned this very well, and they were professional, not immature looters. No. So there were different types of people that were going around in different malls. Yes, a lot of people were driven by hunger. You'll see an old woman going to fetch rice and tin stuff. That one you can always say that hunger. But when you start seeing someone driving a heist on a highway that is carrying flat screens and bicycles, and some of them were actually carrying those mobile ATM that you'll find in malls, then you'll say, no, those people are not hungry. Those people were doing their criminal activities that they always do. And they saw an opportunity to actually do that and tag themselves with the hashtag that was happening all around.
This is the worst thing that has ever happened to South Africa, and we will never recover from this. And it's very unfortunate that it happened to some of us. We are not going to recover from this. We are really not going to recover from this. It also shows that there's a lack of leadership in this country. People are not taking decisions. They are sabotaging each other politically. We are aware that this thing happened because there's division within the ruling party. Some they are for current president, some they are for the former president. We don't care about those things. We are not involved in those political things of theirs. They need to find a way to find a political solution to their issues. But now it becomes a problem when we are the victims in their own fightings. You know, I told the minister, he came there, they come with the media just to come and assess and pose for cameras and to be still like that doing something. We'll see now if tomorrow they are coming to fix Alex FM. They must issue a budget and come and fix that station of the community.
People were doing that just because of majority were doing it. Majority of them, if you could ask them, why are they doing that? They don't really have valid reasons. Hence, in our province, we decided that we are not going to condone this thing of looting. We understand that our province is a small province and is still developing. We cannot destroy the little that we have.
My dream is to see KwaMashu people rising up, KwaMashu people and other communities surrounding KwaMashu, seeing the need of rebuilding their own, because waiting for government will wait until Jesus come back. So it's on us, it's us that can rise up and build our community back again.
My dream is to see everybody come together and unite us like is one, because everybody is the same, and to build a better country for everyone to live. Because like this, so the criminality and vandalize all the time, the country just go down. And this is a very good country, very good and nice country. If everybody's coming together, then it's gonna be better for everyone, everybody.
Yazi, you should ever sit and talk with people, or else take a walk and create a straight talk. Talk what is nice, it will make you feel stronger. Listen what is right and say what is wrong. You should ever sit and talk with people, or else take a walk and create a straight talk. Talk what is nice, it will make you feel stronger. Listen what is right and say what is wrong.